In this video, join me as I guide you through the magical process of transforming simple paper strips into intricate floral designs on an Easter egg. Perfect for adding a touch of elegance to your springtime celebrations or creating unique handmade gifts for loved ones. So let's get started. For this project, I used a 5x7 canvas board, pink colored paper, a 4x6 egg-shaped paper template, and scissors to cut it out. Placing my template over my colored paper and holding it into place, I'm just going to take my pair of scissors and cut around the outside of the outline of the egg, taking my time. Now that the egg's cut out, we're just going to use some paper glue. I believe the brand was Reptile glue that I used. And you're just going to put a little bit of glue all over the bottom of the egg. Once you have some good coverage there, just place it down onto your canvas and then smooth all of that down. Once it's smoothed out, we're ready to move on to the next step. Our next step is going to be making two double curved marquise shapes. So it looks like this right here. We're going to make another one of those. Start by grabbing your slotted tool and begin curling a strip of green paper into a tight coil. Once the coil is made, gently release it to form a loose circular shape. Take your glue and secure the end. Then you want to pinch opposite ends of the coil to form a basic marquise shape with 2 points. Next, you're going to carefully twist the paper in opposite directions, creating 2 gentle curves along the length of the marquise. This will give the shape its signature double curved look. Now that we have both of our shapes, we're going to take some glue and we're going to glue the two together. Give it a little pinch. So that gives us the shape of our leaf. So we're going to take another strip of our green paper here and we're going to wrap our leaf with this strip, gluing it along the way. And there you have it. Our first leaf to put on our egg is complete. For the next step, we're going to need 3 strips of green. We're going to go ahead and roll one up. And then make a nice loose coil. Glue it down. And then we just repeat this step 2 more times, giving us a total of 3 loose coils. Okay, now we want to make a marquise shape, pinching both ends, making sure that the center stays flat. You want to make that marquise shape on all 3. So we're just going to squeeze the 2 ends together, keeping the center there. Now holding that tip, just push in a little on one side. It's going to give it a unique little shape of a leaf. And there we have it, 3 leaves. So let's add that to our egg. For our next flower, we're going to need 5 half strips of purple. We're just going to go ahead and roll that up. Make a loose coil. Glue it down. And then pinch it on just one side. That is going to make a teardrop shape. We need 5 of those. And here's our 5th teardrop, making our flower. We're going to need a strip of yellow, or a half strip of yellow, and we're going to make a tight coil. And we're going to glue it as a tight coil. And then that will be the center portion of our flower. Then we just want to take our glue and glue all of our pieces together. And there we have our first flower. So we're going to take 5 more pieces of purple and we're going to make a second one. Now that we have both of our purple flowers complete, let's go ahead and add them to our egg. We'll maybe put one down on the bottom, turn our leaves around a little, and one on the top. That looks good. This brings us to our last flower, which is a big blue flower. For it, we're going to need 2 to 2.5 strips of blue per petal, making a total of 5 petals. So start with a tight coil, loosen that up. Give it a little spot of glue. And then we're going to make our second one. Go ahead and glue it down as well. Then from here, we're just going to pinch on one side, making a teardrop. And then we're going to pinch the 2 teardrops together. Give it a spot of glue. And then we're going to take our next piece of blue and we're going to wrap it around the 2 of these to bring them together. Now that you have 5 petals completed, we're going to go ahead and take some glue and we're going to glue these together. We'll follow this up by taking a strip of yellow, starting with a tight coil. We're going to glue it down as a tight coil. But this time we're going to take the back of a pen or a pencil and kind of push through that center shape, pushing it up a little, and just using the back of my tweezers, I'm going to push it up a little more, giving it some height and rounding the top. Then fill in the inside of the bottom with glue so that it doesn't go unraveled. And we're going to glue the bottom and add it to our flower. So we'll add our blue flower here to the rest. Get them in place to where you like it and everything looks like it's in order. And then we're going to take our glue and glue everything down. The exact origins of quilling are not well documented, but it is believed to have begun shortly after the invention of paper in China or Egypt. Early examples of quilled designs have been found in tombs and on artifacts made of metallic wire resembling modern paper quilling. In Europe, quilling gained popularity during the medieval period, particularly among French and Italian nuns, who used it to decorate religious objects like holy pictures. They often used gilded paper to imitate the intricate designs of precious metals. The art of quilling flourished between the 16th and 18th centuries across Europe. It became a favorite pastime for the upper-class ladies in England, who often decorated tea caddies, baskets, and furniture with quilled designs. Young women were taught quilling as part of their education, and it was seen as a refined and appropriate hobby. Although quilling saw a decline in the 19th century, it has experienced a revival in recent years. Contemporary artists have reinvented the craft by using quilling techniques in modern art, greeting cards, jewelry, and even advertising campaigns. This timeless art form continues to inspire and captivate people around the world with its delicate and intricate beauty. If you've made a quilling or have one in mind, please share it in the comments below. Now that we've finished gluing everything down and it is in place, we're ready to move on to the next step, which is going to be outlining and filling in our Easter egg. Now with a strip of pink paper, we're just going to glue it along the edge of our egg, giving the egg a frame. So from here, your frame is complete, but I'd like to take it just one step further, and I'm going to use this tool that I found on Amazon. It's a crimping tool, so you just put your strip of paper in and then just kind of wind it through and it'll crimp it, and depending on which position you put it in will depend on what size crimp you get. So this small crimp, we're going to go ahead and take and put on the inside of the egg. Once I get it cut to size, or at least close, then we'll go ahead and get the glue ready and glue the inside of the egg getting not only the bottom but also a little on the side to help hold that in place. And then we'll just go ahead and lightly, because you don't want to mess up your crimp, just slightly put it into place. And then I just trimmed it a little, make it a little closer. And there's the inside. Okay, so now we're just going to go ahead and sit that aside. Get another strip of pink, move our handle to the middle, and we're just going to take the strip through a larger size. Such a nifty tool. And then we're just going to shape that to the outside. Being very gentle. And just being approximate with the size right here. Now we're going to go ahead and add our glue. And then we'll just attach it lightly. And then it looks like I'm going to need to just tuck that in a little bit. Make sure it's adhered to the glue. And there we have it. We could stop here, but I think I want to fill the inside in. So from here, I'm just going to use one of my jewelry making tools to allow me to curl the paper a little without it being as tight as it would with the slotted tool. So I'm just going to twirl it up a little. And then when I release it, it will have a little bit bigger of a center there. Then I'm just going to take the strip of paper and shape it and form it until I think it just looks right. Now that I think I have it in place the way I want it, we're just going to go ahead and glue the bottom and secure it in place. Now I'm just going to have fun with different shapes and filling it in till I think I like the way that it looks. You don't have to do this exactly the way that I did. You can set it up any way you'd like. In my first year on YouTube, I took on the challenge of quilling on an actual egg. It was an exciting and unique project that really tested my skills and turned out, well, quite beautifully. The idea came to me when I recalled a project done in high school where I had blown out eggs and hung them to make an infant crib mobile. I was looking for an innovative way to incorporate quilling into that particular craft. Working with the delicate curves of an egg was both challenging and rewarding. In that video, you will see how I carefully applied quilled flower designs onto the egg using vibrant colored paper to bring it to life. One of the biggest challenges was ensuring the quillings adhered properly to the egg's curved surface. I had to be precise with my glue application and take my time to position each piece perfectly. I will be sure to post a link to the video so you can check it out and see how it all came together. I hope that you are enjoying this journey into the art of quilling and creating beautiful Easter egg flower designs. It's been a pleasure sharing this craft with you, and I hope you feel inspired to try it yourself. Remember, art is all about creativity and expression, so don't be afraid to experiment and make it your own. Reflecting on my own journey, I've been fascinated with quilling ever since I first discovered it. One of my early projects on YouTube was quilling on an actual egg. It really did test my skills, but it turned out great. These experiences have helped me grow as an artist and continue to inspire me to explore new creative challenges. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up, leave a comment, and consider subscribing to my channel for more crafting inspiration. And if you try this project, be sure to share it with me. I'd love to see what you come up with. Throughout history, quilling has been a cherished art form, from its origins in Europe, where it was used to embellish religious artifacts, to its presence in America and its revival in the modern age. The rich history adds depth and significance to every quill creation. I'd also like to say a huge thank you to everyone who has supported me so far. Whether you're a longtime subscriber or new to my channel, your encouragement keeps me motivated to create and share more content. Also, I welcome any suggestions for future projects. Let me know what you'd like to see next. And here we have it. Our quilling creation is complete. Thank you for watching. Happy quilling and stay creative.